Here's a look at our top 10. Let me make sure you can hear me. There we go. Look at our top 10. Race and Bacon. Everybody kind of caught up a little bit. Haymaker in second. And if he can finish strong in the season, might be able to win his own series. Definitely some history to talk about today, too. So we watched the B-roll of these cars going by from last week. Had some fun in that test, and we'll take a look at that here in just a bit. Yeah, the points have shuffled, and we should be looking at a really good matchup tonight. Don't go anywhere. All right, Destructor, we're going to watch that throttle. Here we go. Yeah, everybody got in the grid. That was close. All right, Destructor, take us away. Here goes Windows, please, at the inside. Going to try to take a shot at it. Destructor, strong on the outside. Hold on a second. Trouble in the back. Haymaker getting tapped. 3 wide, going through the S's. Gets tapped again. You saw hands all over the place. Now back to the front. Just going to have to get this out of the way so we can see what's going on. Destructor, Token trying to squeeze in between. Oh, no. Hang on to it, Windows. Gets a piece of the grill of Windows, or Winner. Windows and Winner get together. All over the back of Destructor. Destructor with another lead lap there. Has not looked back since this race started. Looked really strong in that first corner. Now got a rear view mirror full of Bacon. Ooh, Bacon looks hungry too. Maybe gonna try to look on the outside. No, tucks back in. Now tries the outside. The nose is there. No, hops back in. Destructor dives to the left to block through the bus stop now. These two eat each other's time up. Maria looking to... You see Maria just off the frame there. Ooh, really good speed there. Destructor through the inner loop. Well, the LES machines here lining up as well. 4, 5, 6. Here goes Railgun all over the back of Max Jaga. It looks like Kasai the Red Fox and Suicune. We knew those two would be battling. They're really close in points, and so they're probably going to be racing each other pretty hard out there. Kasai doing pretty well. A little further back, who's that? Haymaker and Go-Cat. Hold on, this is for a pass. This is Railgun. Trying to get around Max. Railgun up the inside. Little bit of contact there. Max goes wide. Railgun is through. That looked a little bit physical. I guess we're rolling with it. Nobody said anything, so we're rolling with it. Looks like Kasai the Red Fox manages to get through too. Up to P8. Following Railgun through there. Meanwhile, up front, we've got Maria Tudor just got around Race and Bacon. Now we're going to try to go for it. I don't know if Bacon's here from the 22 team. Loose. Loose, loose, loose. Yeah, you see it there. Just got super loose. Look at the yaw. It's about 5 degrees, a bit too much on that chassis. Race and Bacon now is caught back up. Wants that second place back. They don't want to eat each other up too much though, because Destructor will drive away. Nearly touch. Here comes Bacon back on the outside. Maria hard jammed down into second gear. Gets that spot back by turn 9. That was Enzo around the outside of Windows, please. In turn 8, or turn 9 rather. Incredible. Now through turn 10, the follow through. Bacon up the inside of turn 11. Gets the draft. Oh, Bacon with just half a car length now, heading into the 90. Bacon takes the spot back for P2. Goes a little bit wide there. Is going to have to probably break off the penalty. Let's see if that one's going to result in one. 50 cents. But, for what it's worth, Maria's sitting on $1.10. Enzo got sitting on $1.50. A little trouble back there. Did you see? Was that? Never mind, I'm seeing things. Ooh, Bacon again up the inside of Maria. Doesn't want to let it go. Maria staying on throttle. Not letting him go. She goes back to the inside of the toe. turn 7, going to come out on top, but all that battling has opened it up for Windows, please, and LMP Enzo, who are now right behind them. Destructor, a memory of a battle a few laps ago, starting to just disappear out there. There goes Enzo, big dive out there. You don't want to do that because you got those penalties. So see, right at two-door, this is getting a bit of help. Oh, now we're going 2 by 2. This is really getting crazy. Racing Bacon looked like I was trying to help Maria there. Here comes the LES team. Enzo, everybody through. Enzo, a bit of a dubious trip through the inner loop. Now into the outer loop. Bacon and Maria. One car like the part into the chute. We go. Turn 7. Enzo on the outside of Bacon has to check up a bit as they now fall in line. P2 through P6. Maria, Bacon, Enzo, Windows, and now Railgun has come from the back to join the party. A party of 5, if you will, coming out of the toe. I promised y'all action. Oh, now down to the inside. See that? That's Windows. Railgun going through the going through Windows. How well you do here in this group. You're just gonna end up in the back of it. Gotta rein it back in. There's another driver all over the back of Maria there. Bacon getting drafted up behind by Enzo. They go 2 by 2 and then back into a line again. These drivers, precision, cornering through the S's. Maria two-door here. Let's get these words out of the way. Now through the inner loop. Oh, getting loose. Bacon now gets through up to 2nd place, and that is going to be, hold on, Maria. Side by side, Railgun, Windows, Railgun going way out there. 2 tires to the outside. Maria's been shuffled to 4th. Enzo to 3rd. Oh no. Oh, Enzo, wipeout in the wall, also claims Maria. I'm hearing Maria. I got these two, Go-Cat and Haymaker, racing hard. I think Enzo's out of it. A little wide there. Hope Bacon doesn't pick up a penalty. It doesn't look like it. 50 cents still for the bake. And 60 for the rail. Railgo just giving no breaks to Bacon there. Now up side by side down the backstretch. Bacon just manages to clear contact though. Railgun into the back of Bacon, sends Bacon across the end of the outer loop or the inner loop a little bit. Railgun with a bump and run gets through. That is turn 6. Now with Bacon falling back to 3rd, it looks like Windows, please, nipping the heels, nibbling at the Bacon, nibbling at the cartilage on the Bacon. Here goes Windows. Windows trying to get it done the hard way around the outside. No, Bacon says, nah, not me. To pinch in to the inside of turn 1, and so now Windows able to pull up behind, and now here they go again. Windows, the way you want to do this is position to where you could slingshot around at the top, and now, oh no, I think there was contact there. Windows, I think it was trying to pass on the outside, just as we were talking about. You want to put your nose in there. Look like a sim snap out of Bacon, but the question is Bacon okay? Did anybody take damage from that? No. Oh, Bacon a little bit loose now down on the inside, and now Windows has a chance. Bacon got into the curb. Windows kept it on the pavement. And now this is going to be a race. Let's see who stops last here down into, down into turn 8. The heel. What happened? What happened? Yo. Oh, Enzo. Okay. Now Destructor. Tell you what, made it look easy. That 333 machine may have borrowed it. I don't know. But Destructor wins it. Heat number 1 at Watkins Glen. Round number 199 of the Haymaker Cup is theirs. Railgun finishes second. Racing Bacon gonna hold off Windows, please, but that position is probably going to swap. There it goes. Windows, please, on a technicality, picks up third place. Teammates gonna duke it out for the first corner. Windows and Destructor. Ooh, look at that jump back there. That was looked like one of the HMC cars. Look at Saki's jump. Holy moly. Oh, we had a driver fly off the track back here. Who was that? That was a go-cat or somebody. A little hard to tell, but we're going to stay up here at the front. Racing Bacon and Maria hot on the trail of Team LES. Windows, please. Now the first one through. Hold on a second. Trouble in the bus stop. Oh, that's one of, looks like one of the FFR cars. That's Suicune. Managed to recover a little bit on that. Ooh, just behind there. Look at that. Side by side there. That was Wick trying to get around Saki. Saki having a rough go too. Kasai the Red Fox is also in this mix. Already got some damage on the nose of that car too. I think it got a little rough on that start. Going a little wide there in that corner. Gotta watch those penalties. Destructor. Hang on, Destructor. Token Abyss, big dive up to third, gets around Bacon and Maria. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull the penalties up so that way it's a little easier to see. Token Abyss got a big old penalty for that one too. $1.50. I need split screen for this one. Teammates dueling it out here. Destructor's gotten around Windows, please. Our pole sitter. Both our pole sitters split the pole this this week. We lost Enzo again. I guess Enzo had a rough go this week. It's okay. Come on back out, Enzo. We loved having you here. You were a top 5 contender there while it was lasting. Points leader Racing Bacon has fallen to 5th in this one. Not too far back, though. Oh, trouble. Whoa! Holy Toledo. Winner and Haymaker getting together. Looks like the track's clear. Oh, Winner on another ride. Thank everybody for just now joining us. Last event of the day. This is Heat 2 of 2, lap 6 of 18, Watkins Glen International Speedway, and you're watching Maria drag Bacon up to Token, and now we truly got ourselves a three-way battle. I think Maria's in kind of a Token Bacon sandwich here. Maria looking, Hunt's left, Hunt's right. Bacon just trying to follow suit. Token doesn't know what to do. Flustered, hands moving everywhere. Token Abyss gets loose. Token Abyss gets loose in the inner loop, and now wrestles it back into the outer loop and loses 2 positions. Now, whether they were punted, I don't know, but that could be. I don't know. These drivers have a long memory. Maybe Maria said, hey, I remember I remember a little thing called Brands Hatch. Got a battle again. That's Racing Bacon around Maria Tudor. And that is for third place. You also saw when we went through the inner loop a while ago. Ooh, really close to the wall back there. Wick. Wick and Token. Railgun hopped up into that inner loop too while Bacon and Maria were trying to duel. And so now we've got, looks like we're going to get a little rematch here. Railgun and Maria. Maria in the pink and blue, Railgun in the mobile. These two last week at Indy really... Whoa! Railgun just lift her up? It looked like there was contact through there. It looked like Railgun just lit her up. Railgun takes a look to the inside. Let's see if Wick's going to let him have it. Looks like they swap over. There goes Railgun up to fourth. Watching these two. It's Bacon. Oh, no. Bacon up into the wall. Don't know if there was contact there or not, but it also looks like Railgun lifted. That was weird. I don't know. The body language says the P4 looked guilty about P3, but we're just going to let it go. It looks like they swapped back, so we're going to keep on going. Because what it looked like right there coming through the toe, it looked like Bacon just touched that curb, kind of like we saw earlier. Bacon gets really low there. And it looked like Bacon, just one little misstep, and Railgun was all over the back. And sometimes that's how it is. The person you're following, they could be really close, and then if they have one little stutter step, just boom, you're right there on them, and all of a sudden, hey, contact. Bacon now on the inside. Railgun going to try to hold on to the outside. There it is again. That same maneuver that Bacon put on Maria. And it's all, at this point, it kind of becomes a chess match. Like who's gonna give each other the right amount of room? Who's gonna put their nose where? Now LES Railgun with a quality chance up the outside. Bacon and Railgun side by side. Token Abyss looking for the spoils of war. Bacon got to hold on to the inside. Railgun lifts again. But now Token Abyss has caught the crowd, and we've got a true three-way battle for P3. Destructor still your leader, as will this battle here. Bacon goes down low, trying to make Railgun go around the hard way. Bacon on the inside. Railgun going to try it again out there on the outside of the one. Gets around this time. Railgun clears Bacon. Seems to be in charge there. There goes Windows Please around Destructor. Windows Please up to the front. However, here, let me pull the penalties up because I think this is going to be the thing to talk about now. Oh, they're tied. So teammates legitimately racing for it, each with the same amount of penalties. Windows Please Destructor both going wide. And now Windows. Turn 9. Keeping it low. Not too much, though. That's danger corner there. Oh, kicking the dust up. Get on the concrete. Ooh, Destructor looking way low there, but probably going to go a little too wide. Don't pick up that penalty. Each of these drivers only sitting on 70 cents thus far. Watch the leaders. We got teammates duking it out here. LES. Windows, please, and Destructor now through the inner loop. Windows is through. Destructor hot on their tail. 1 car length between the two. Destructor down low on the curb. Windows in the lead, but hangs it way wide on the outside. Now through the chute. Windows going to try to tuck it back down low, but takes the midline. Destructor now trying to get a nose on the inside and is now there coming into turn 7. Windows, please. Taking that defensive line as a new ray of sunshine beams down through turn 7, trying to blind these drivers one last time before sinking below the sunset. The sun's setting here. The sun's sinking below the horizon. And now here comes Destructor one more time. Windows, please. They were fender to fender. Now gets past again. Destructor to the point. Coming out of turn 9. 2 turns to go. Destructor on the outside. Windows, please. One more run up the outside. Can't quite clear it. Gonna follow through in turn 10. Into that sunset one more time. Neither of these drivers could see. Hands working the wheel. Turn 11. Coming around the final corner for the final time. It's Destructor. Windows doesn't have anything for him. Destructor. Destructor takes it in the final heat here. Meanwhile, back at P3, we got Railgun with a little bit of a penalty. Now across the line, Racing Bacon over Token Abyss. Let's see. For everybody at HMC, I'm UDP Valkyrie, aka the voice of Forza, aka Ellie Evans, if you want to go by government names. But we thank you so much for coming out. See you next week in Bathurst. Come on out, click the link for the Discord below, register at HMC, and we'll get you in it to win it. Big old Enduro next week. Y'all stay safe out there.